Isaiah 40:31. I'll show you something. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. I'd like us to read it. I know what is there, but I want to show you something. Read with me. Want to go? But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Listen. When I'm running, it shows I have strength. God said, when I'm running, I will not be weary, I will not be tired. But look at it again. When I'm walking, because I'm already tired, he also said I will not be tired. God is showing you that the God of the strong is also the God of the weak. There are people who are running, let them be running. You that are walking, the same God who is helping them will also help you. And there's a saying in my place that anywhere a runner arrived, a walker will also arrive there. The difference is the time of arrival. But very importantly, both of them will arrive. When you are strong spiritually, please don't think it's enough. Still be crying for help. When you are strong financially, be crying for help. There was a man in my village who says, Izuchukwu, give me money. You know I'm a former big man. You can be a former big man. Can be a former anointed man. So when I'm strong, I need help when I'm running. Even when I'm walking, that I'm already weak, I also need help. And I love the assurance. The person running will never be tired. The person walking will never be tired. That's why you should not envy anyone at all. Anywhere he is today, very soon, divine vehicle will carry you to that place. They may be running. I drove my first car at age 36. 36 years. I'll be 58 2 months' time. That's 22 years ago. That's when I started driving. Most of those who have been driving before me are in the village riding Okada. Professional Okada, not on their own. Honestly. Oh, that you started before me is not anything. The God of the strong is the God of the weak. The God of the mountain is the God of the valley. He will help the person running. He will also help the person walking. There are people it will take 30 years to finish one upstairs. There are people who will take 1 year. One thing is important, they have built upstairs. Number 2, we end with that. When you face tough and rough situations, you need help. If there is any time an educated man can behave very foolishly, if there's any time even a spiritual man can behave very stupidly, it is in rough and tough times. That time, a strong man is even confused. 1 Samuel chapter 30. Let's read that. Shows verses 4 to 6. When life is rough, marriage is rough, career is rough, or sometimes tough, you need help. Listen, King David, this man, when he was 17 years, he killed the strongest man in the entire Asia. But look at. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. See, the one you they cry, in elementary cry. Elementary. You never see cry. These men with David were those mighty men that one person killed 800 men. And he was not running, he was standing at a place and killed 800 men. These were types of generals you can't even find in this generation. They were the people with David. They were in the wilderness for 7 years. They endured everything. But in this situation, the champions became bread. The Bible said they wept. They were still asking for more strength to weep, but there was no strength again to cry. Oh, this one you they cry. And you felt pastor never come. You felt God has offended you. And David's 2 wives were taken captives. Ahinoam the Jezreelitess, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal the Carmelite. You know, David loved Abigail past anything. If you want to know the strength of a man, touch his wife. David was not just crying because of every other thing. They carried his wives. Men who don't value their wives are fools. They will know the value of wife when they comes to become. Women are very weak, but their weakness is the strength of the family. Every decision I ever took in life without carrying my wife along, I regretted. True. But the ones that I carried her along, they are the ones blessing me today. When the battle is tough, when they suddenly gang against you, like they ganged against Haman, what do? You go to the Lord. David went to the Lord and encouraged himself in the Lord. Those mighty men turned against him because their sons and daughters were carried away. He was so distressed. The only option was the help of God. Okay, look at verse 8 that you brought before. Verse 8. And David inquired at the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. Lift up your right hand and say, I need help. Say it again.